Okay, this is a review of section 9.7, and it is about identifying points on a Cartesian plane. So, exactly what I just said, this is our learning target. So, what is a Cartesian plane? A Cartesian plane, you can think of it as a grid where we have an x-axis, and all that really is it's a horizontal number line that goes with negative numbers on the left-hand side, and we have positive numbers on the right-hand side. And at the 0 point right there, um, we have a vertical number line, and we call this the y-axis. The y-axis. So, if we take a look, you can tell that there is a quadrant in each corner. And there's actually very specific attributes about these quadrants. So quadrant 1 is known as the positive quadrant, and that is because if we take a look at the x-axis and the y-axis, any dot that's situated in this quadrant is going to be positive. Over here, we have quadrant number 2, and you can see that it's a negative positive, meaning that on the x-axis, we're all negative in quadrant 2, but we're still positive on the y-axis. Quadrant number 3 is negative negative, meaning that it's negative on the x-axis and it's negative on the y-axis. And quadrant number 4 is positive negative, the opposite of quadrant number 2, because it remains positive on the x-axis and is negative on the y-axis. So when we identify a point that is put on a Cartesian plane, we use two numbers, and we call these coordinates. So if we take a look over here, we have a Cartesian plane, and we have a whole bunch of coordinates that have been labeled with a different letter. Now, if we're taking a look at J, J is going to be on the 2 on the x-axis and 1 on the y-axis. So that means when we identify J, the coordinates are going to be 2, 1, and we put them in brackets. So it's easily identifiable. And this is going to be in quadrant number 1, as you can see, because it's a positive number and a positive number. If we take a look at quadrant number 3, and we say we would like to identify the letter E, we're going to start with our x-axis, which is at negative 3, and our y-axis is at negative 4. So our coordinates are negative 3, negative 4. Ooh. And as you can see, negative 3, negative 4 is not on here. But let's do another one. D is going to be negative 2, negative 2. Negative 2 on the x, negative 2 on the y. And we're just going to drag that over to D. And voila! That is how you identify a set of coordinates on the Cartesian plane. We're going to go in a bit more detail into this, but we're also going to be doing a fun game completely involving how to identify coordinates. Okay, this has been a review of section 9.7.